Hey, the body guard is beautiful. Keep it going. Keep it up, right? He trained hard to this. Okay?
Тяжело тренировались.
Very good. Забираем, сразу, забираем.
Slightly slow out of his corner there, Denis Lebedev, but he was told to step it up by Marvin Samodio in that blue corner. There's the uppercut and the left hook he's been having huge successes with, which are winning him round after round. And they were just imploring Mike Wilson to go forward, unload punches. I mean, it's desperation if he's going to try and pull this out of the fire and get a lucky shot or a late knockout or something, or it's whether it drifts on and he goes the distance and he goes home having done 12 rounds.
I think he'll be thinking about going the distance now. He won't be satisfied. Or I should say he won't be happy. He obviously won't be satisfied if he gets stopped. He will not be happy if he gets stopped, because I think the moral victory is there for him. Denis Lebedev, unable to, as I've said earlier, step through the gears, so he's happy to sit back. I think the only way Lebedev will go for the stoppage is if Mike Wilson comes. If he comes with a late surge, maybe this fight could pick up pace and finish with excitement. But at the minute, Lebedev happy to sit back and win this on point. And you know, and why not? Why take chances? Why take risks? And Wilson just being outclassed, really.
Well, you take risks to entertain, don't you, if you're this far in front, Carl?
Well, I've been foolish enough to believe that that's an essential ingredient of boxing, but actually, you don't have to please the crowd or impress anybody. Well, actually, yes, you do. Come on, he needs to step on it.
It's an entertainment business, and if he wants a big fight in 2019, I think a late knockout here will help that cause to at least show he's still got the power, because it's been in and out, it's been neat boxing, but it's not been dramatic at all.
And these punches actually sound solid enough from Lebedev. It does feel like he maybe has a bit more pace and a bit more to give. So it is a bit frustrating, because he's good work here now from Lebedev. He's putting shots together, getting success.
Good left hand, Wilson showing a solid chin and buckets of courage, backing up his word that he's come to give it everything he has. He's just found that he can't deal with the extra skill and the quality of Lebedev.
Good head movement, nice footwork, good counter punching. Lacking in that fitness to force the stoppage, which seems evident now. I don't think he's going to go for a grandstand finish. But Mike Wilson staying in there, still, you know, remaining ambitious and working away. Credit to him for that.
It's a left hand from Lebedev. He just staggered back there, Wilson.
You've got to go, okay? This is not, we've got to go now, okay? The time is now. You've got to risk, okay? Without risk, there's no reward, okay, Mike? You got to let it go. You want this fight, you got to let it go. You got to back him up and you throw combinations. You're throwing 1 punch, 2 punch. You got to throw combinations. Just slide to the left. Don't wait to get hit. Just slide to the left. Okay. Try it.
Well, the mind wants it, but the body must be pretty spent after being on the end of the Lebedev leather.
Well, when you're not getting much success and you're having to really force the jab and fall short and then get counter punches, it's very draining. You know, his energy's getting sapped round after round because of the lack of success. And to then be asked to step it up when he hasn't really got that quality, it's not in the punch variety or the skill for him to say, right, I need to try something different. It's very much of the same combination, same jab right hand. Well, there's nothing different coming from Wilson, so he's going to find it very difficult to to even try and make these last couple of rounds more competitive. But he's called a man of right. He needs to work. He needs to throw more. But Lebedev is still waiting for him with that nice counter. The well-schooled Russian. He's got the quality of punches, and he seems to be levels above. But unable to step on the gas himself to give us any kind of stoppage or exciting finish.
Yep, drifting into a bit of a lackluster spectacle despite the quality shots at times that Lebedev has thrown. The pattern has been very similar. Plenty of spirit and heart showed by Mike Wilson, and a decent jab at times, and you can see why he's amassed an unbeaten record in his part of the world. Throws a body shot, do it again. Say the corner, the Petrojettis, the family that have been behind him for 20 plus years. They don't want him to have any regrets as Lebedev lands a body shot and then slips. And it's quite wet now, the canvas.
Lebedev short, they're dripping onto the canvas and causing
big clumping left hook from Lebedev, and the crowd just woke up with that, as if to say, are we going to get a big finish? The cup's opened up again after a long time of holding firm.
Yeah, blood flowing now to the side of the right eye of Lebedev. We'll see that.
There was a contention of whether this was for a WBA title or not, with other champions and a ridiculous amount of belts these days, but we certainly haven't been watching a world championship class match, have we?
No, you've got to be honest and say that, you know, Denis Lebedev, for all his skill and quality, he's a long way behind the real operators in this division at cruiserweight.
Disappointing. I thought after 3 or 4 rounds of this we get a move up in gears, a stoppage to talk about, and you know, somebody back in the cruiserweight mold. I wonder if he's looking at this as a sort of 1 or 2 more fights after a long career. No urgency from Lebedev, although he's winning everything. Tired, the 39-year-old from Chekhov.
Много не лейте. Still doing that. No more water. Больше не лейте. Because it's gone in the cup and it's not helping. Water. Denis. Last round, okay? Крайний раунд.
We've had some good action over the night. Danny, are you loosen off really?
They've not stepped it up, not taken any risks. Maybe he hasn't got the energy. Maybe the 39-year-old leg can't do it. It's as simple as that. It's been a
trying to survive, and for his effort and his grit and his attempts all the way through, I think he deserves that, but I think there will be disappointment in some corners that Lebedev couldn't finish his man, being so superior in terms of skill set.
Yeah, same with it here, Wilson. Contest, and he showed a lot of heart and great determination, and you know, he needs to be praised for that because of his level of skill isn't there. It just isn't. You know, he's very basic, but he's in the last round against an experienced operator in Lebedev who's really had to go and put him under the cosh early on. He had some good success, Lebedev, landed some hard shots, caused some damage around the face of Wilson. He was unable to finish Mike Wilson because of the spirit and the belief, and you have to give him credit for that. Lebedev here, you know, having to fight back as Wilson, you know, tries and gives us a good last round.
Yeah, he does. He's giving it everything here, Mike Wilson. It's been a real effort. He's going to obviously lose that undefeated record, as most people thought he would, but he hasn't been stopped. He's not been embarrassed or humiliated. He's been outclassed, outboxed from start to finish by Denis Lebedev, who didn't give us any sort of statement, and I'm not sure too many of the top cruiserweights are going to be losing much sleep over what we've seen.
No, they certainly won't. Both men here this evening will know they've been in a fight when they wake up tomorrow morning. Lebedev should be happy with the victory. Wilson happy to go the distance. Only one winner in that fight.
Yep, tough, grueling, competitive, as much as a very one-sided fight can be in terms of there was constant action. It just lacked drama. It lacked a finale for what has been building up to be a really good night.
Well, when you watch fights like this, you realise the heart, determination, that the blood, sweat and tears is still there at all levels, and it also makes you appreciate the top level. You were talking about Usyk earlier, and talk about the Gassievs, and then Usyk on about stepping up to heavyweight and maybe being a force at that. So you can really appreciate when you see these guys, taking nothing away from them, obviously, but let's be honest, they're not good enough to fight at world level. When you see the world level operators, you really know what you're up against. You can really appreciate the quality of that work. I mean, we saw Usyk a couple of weeks ago, and a week ago, it was real quality. It was something really special, and
that wasn't.
Exactly.
Yep, Alexander Usyk having a rest, having a holiday over the Christmas period before he decides whether he will defend his unified undisputed cruiserweight titles again, or whether he will move up to heavyweight. I know he wants to fight the likes of Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, but the team will make their decision. And if if Denis Lebedev had done something extraordinary here, won dramatically, and said I want Usyk, and maybe that would have tempted Usyk into a big fight in the Ukraine or in Russia. But after what he's seen, he probably just wants to hot-footed into the heavyweight division, doesn't he?
Yes, probably. I mean, there'll be nothing there from Lebedev that's going to make any of the cruiserweights really take any interest or be in the slightest concern. Usyk, I feel, will step up to heavyweight, and isn't that an exciting prospect? Where's that going to go? How's that going to start and finish for Alexander Usyk? The quality we talked about earlier, to step up to heavyweight, if you can take that into the heavyweight division, really look forward to that one. But these two men deserve applause.
Yep, a hard-fought contest, and Denis Lebedev has got 12 rounds under his belt, and he would have won it so wide, so unanimously. We're just waiting for the official card. Mike Wilson, the moral victory of going the distance, trying his hardest, and just a move behind, wasn't he, at times, and not enough variety, and just a bit basic.
Yep, looks the part in his gear as well. All the gear, no idea, as I say, when I turn up at the golf course with my checkered pants and my golf shoes and clubs in hand.
I think Mike Wilson has had his victories, but today he was beaten by a much better man.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecard. Judge Nicolo scores at 117 to 111. Judges Pena and Lane score at 119 to 109. All three scores, the winner by unanimous decision, and still WBA Cruiserweight Champion of the World, from Fayetteville, Russia, Denis Lebedev.
Well, by 10 rounds on 2 cards, who gave a little something to Mike Wilson, and by 6 on the other, which I find a little bit strange. But there we go, unanimous as we thought. Denis Lebedev gets victory number 32, and it is the first defeat on the record of Mike Wilson. See if Andy can get a word with Denis. He's just on the phone, maybe to a family member, and here is Andy.
Oleg Kovalchuk is going to help us translate here. Denis, your thoughts on tonight